Have you ever met someone who replays a 5 minute conversation for 3 hours afterward? They analyze every word, every pause, every tone shift. Most people call it overthinking. Psychology calls it something else entirely. It's actually a sign of a highly active, highly capable mind. Let's break down the real psychology behind why overthinkers are often the smartest people in the room. One, heightened pattern recognition. Psychologists say overthinkers naturally notice details others miss. Their brains constantly scan for patterns, inconsistencies, and hidden meanings. That's not anxiety for no reason. It's a cognitive skill called elevated sensory processing sensitivity. While most people take things at face value, they instinctively look one layer deeper, and that depth is often mistaken for worry. Two, they simulate outcomes before acting. Research on cognitive forecasting shows overthinkers mentally run through multiple scenarios before making decisions. They ask, what if this happens? What if that happens? This isn't weakness, it's advanced risk assessment. Their brains are essentially running simulations most people skip entirely, which is why their decisions, once made, tend to be well considered. Three, high self monitoring. Overthinking is closely linked to a trait called high self monitoring, where someone constantly evaluates their own behavior against a mental standard. They notice when something they said didn't land right. They catch their own mistakes before anyone else does. Psychologists say this creates rapid self correction, which over time builds sharper social and emotional intelligence. Four, they process emotions cognitively, not just instinctively. Most people feel an emotion and move on. Overthinkers feel it, then analyze why they feel it. This comes from a trait called emotional granularity, the ability to identify and name specific emotions with precision. It sounds exhausting, but it actually gives them deeper insight into themselves and others. Five, they anticipate problems before they happen. Overthinkers are often the first to spot a flaw in a plan or a risk in a decision. Psychology links this to a heightened threat detection system refined through repeated mental rehearsal. While others move forward blindly, overthinkers quietly prepare for what could go wrong, and that preparation often saves everyone time later. Six, they hold higher standards for their own thinking. Research on metacognitive awareness shows overthinkers don't just think, they think about their thinking, they question their own conclusions, they look for flaws in their own logic before someone else can point them out. This constant internal audit is uncomfortable, but it's also why their final answers tend to be more accurate. So, next time you catch yourself replaying a conversation or double checking a decision for the fifth time, don't assume something is wrong with you. Your mind isn't broken. It's working harder than most, running calculations others never even attempt. Overthinking isn't a flaw in intelligence, it's often intelligence with nowhere quiet to rest. Scribe and keep decoding the human mind.